one thing. No matter which way you pray or God, uh, I don't think they would mind that you're doing goodness to other faiths. So let's agree on that. All right? Don't get too crazy about Christmas, not Christmas, because we still can't make up our mind. It's a beautiful time of the year. And it's a beautiful time because we're connecting. It's also good that we are reminded how we are still here. You're the house, not just the furniture. You are indeed the property that we have, or the assets. And I'm somewhat thrilled of the loyalty, the commitment, the dedication that you have. We all have those parts of our life. We've heard about our sister Robin. We know what's happening with uh, your husband, obviously Joyce, and you know everybody. I know Peter gone through some turbulence this year. I think almost all of us, everybody have some pain one way or another, but yet you still show up when it's family time. I'm honored. I want to thank you for your care, for making the time, for dedication that you put into this all the times. You show up pretty much day in, day out, regardless of the circumstances. And you still believe in the journey, despite all the non-pleasant things we went through. That's enough for me. If I just discovered this today, enough for me to start a whole revolution. You give me so much drive, you give me so much passion that there is good, and there are people who want a better way. If they get it, if you build it, they will come. You know the saying. And that's how I keep refueling and refilling my tank. You're my rock. I truly love you, admire you. I appreciate you. I wish you the best time ahead in the coming year. Uh, First, health is crucial for you, for the family, for the loved ones. I wish you love, lots of money, do good things with it. Health, wealth, prosperity, I mean it. And I know it's there and it's achievable, but just open to receive. Uh, we're going to turn this around. It hasn't been the way we wished for, but always something good or better comes out when you go to a higher ground. When somebody tries to knock you down, as long as you're able to get up again, which we keep doing that, uh, you rise higher. And your horizon is far broader. You could see way further than before. So rationally, we make better decisions from these knockdowns, if you wish. Um, let's be more specific. We started this journey 2018, and it was a wonderful start. Made mistakes, many mistakes, some of them trusting the wrong people, some of them allowing the wrong people to be a part of the journey, the pre-launch phase, if you wish, and saying the wrong things based on somebody's uh, information that they let you down time and time. Uh, we wanted to be actually again back in phase 2 by this time of the year. around this time. Thank God we didn't. I'll tell you why. ONPASSIVE problems basically at the end of 22, roughly 2 years ago, 2022. If you recall who, I know those who are on the screen, they all have been here. When we had the uh, World Cup back then in Qatar, and what happened is we discovered that we're behind in the development. Wasn't so dramatic, but as we kept interacting between different teams like Dubai, even Egypt, go to Hyderabad, our bigger building, that has uh, taught us, and the findings were not encouraging every time, like we're behind. So finally, we came out to the market September 2023 last year, a little like 16 months ago or so, 14, 15, 6. Yeah, actually, September. It was Labor Day weekend when we came out with O Connect. And then more issues, got tangled, and it got a little bit complex. But thank God for those problems. It showed us many facts and factual findings that they were not pleasant at the time. But today, as we look back, we're happy that happened. So what matters, if you zoom out the overall picture, what matters is the big picture. This is just going to be a cycle or an episode. Yeah, regardless of how bad or ugly it is, no problem. But at some point, it will be over. And we will be there. So what is coming far greater than that tiny weeny uh, little cycle. So always think big picture, the overall. After this passes, or the clouds will clear out, and then we look back, you hardly will be interested. I guarantee this. You're not going to be even interested. It's like, why are you going to waste your time when you have something much bigger, greater, and more positive? Why you want to, like, what we call it, drama times? Okay, why you want to go back? Okay, so as this developed even more complicated earlier this year, 2024, by the summer, things got broken. To find that we were obviously cheated, betrayed, robbed, and lots of wrongdoing, mismanagement, the least to say, on many fronts, okay? And the challenge was, how do we take it from there? Because that's not going to dictate who we are, or like it's not going to end our journey. So how do we cure that? Those responsible face proper consequences, okay? Perhaps not to lose our cool and move forward, but in a better structural way, more strategic, more polished, and close all those loops. There was one mistake. I still gave a second chance to some of the old entourage. Here we go again. Okay, fool me twice. So we got a few. They were happy, but their motive was more, now it's my turn, you fool, you're out, I'm in. So it was like between them and the ones that are left behind that missed the boat. Ash is a flood of cash, is generous, is cool, amazing, higher salary than any other company. They treat us like kings and queens and royals, better than he's living. And they don't yell at us. They treat us perfectly nice. So it was more personal, tribal thing between, and rival between, who came with us and who didn't come. And then to find some of who were with us also bad apples. Thankfully, we discovered them early on before things, go to a higher level. So we let them go. So now we got more enemies, more employees. They're complicit with different departments, snitching, making things up, false accusations, all fabrication. You can imagine. Just to destroy this monstrous Protestant. Okay, take that back. Okay, not me. But that's what they want to be. So it was lovey-dovey as long as they were with Ash. Beautiful life, okay. Clap, my hero. And the minute they felt that this is no longer a honeymoon, I became a bad guy. And the attention of everybody got hurt. Hundreds of employees are affected. Think of that, okay? Why? Because of somebody's greed, somebody's, theft, somebody's misconduct, okay? People have suffered that. And most of them knew the source of that, wrongdoing. Yet, when they became enemies, more guys, they, for some reason, they found it is easier to go after Ash and this concept of ONPASSIVE, or the new phase that he's going after. This is official. Some of them, and a couple of names, okay? We're not going to get into that today, but the truth will shock you. The truth is going to blow your mind, just out of curiosity. It's a bit ugly, but you're going to have more respect for us to see what we went through, yet we're still fighting for your dream. But those who try to destroy the next one, this is exact words. Their mission in life is nothing but to destroy Ash or this business. Their complete mission, that's it. They got family, they got kids. All they want to do, you give them an opportunity, it's not what they're focused on. You give them a path forward for prosperity. No. The evil is overtaking them. But obviously that's a good thing, because if somebody's blinded by the devil, if you wish, then all they're doing is creating a chaotic situation for themselves. They naturally will be exposed, even if you are effortless. So that's what happened. So we discovered that phase 2, they were early on it because they were missing the boat. Okay, let's say that again. So they felt they're left out, so we're gonna destroy it. It's either we're in. This is the definition of extortion. This is truly blackmailing. Like, people said, you give me this or you don't do that, I'll do this. See the level of insanity? And they hijack the business. Whether it's a source code, whether it's a development, whether it's a design, whether it's, accounts, login, they hijack that. So for a couple of months, we struggled just to recover the source code. And you know what? After all that chaotic thing, we got the source code, we got a good recovery of the data. Was a project, was a challenge, but because of all of that, now you've got to cut it from the throat. I apologize for the analogy. You got to cut that from the source. So that's why I said no one, period, is moving with us. This is not about founders. This is not about the public. This is not about affiliates, marketers, not about any of the members. This is specifically about staff that we have changed their life. Former staff. And it's very obvious now. They're working very hard to connect any new entity to ASH, add it to the cases, all of that. A few cases, okay. Nothing will shock you. You know there is an SEC case, perhaps. I have been investigated by the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission in the United States, in a civil case since 2018, January. Next month, just in a few days. So all the data they've collected since then. It will be 7 years. I've been through this pain. And it's so obvious there's no findings, okay? We still have that case going on. We continue to reject and decline and deny all the allegations. The theory, this is like a security, unregistered security, and it was not something that we ever promised. You put this money, you take this money out. Conceptual. Did some people misrepresent and misspeak and all of that I have nothing to do with them? Yes. Did I violate any conduct or any? No. In their eyes, yes. Okay. But again, they're working harder to, and I'm saying others like outsiders, the SEC, obviously they're doing their job. If they get something, they need to do their job. I'm in favor of having regulations and tight enforcement in the country and, protect the consumers. But sometimes you feel things are not making sense or it's not adding up. What is the actual motive and why is it, we haven't harmed anyone and people could speak up and voice their opinion. Like a few are snitching, okay, completely detached from reality, but also our good people should technically be allowed to voice how they feel. Did you get, were you misled? Did you get cheated? Or did somebody stole your money or assets or anything? No. Or did you get greater value than what you put into it? All of that. Are you happy to be there? Or are you being forced or lied? Okay. I wish there's a better system that will do that. We have I believe, one of the strongest legal teams, perhaps in the country, if not in the world, okay? Very strong, very professional. They're taking care of it. We're going to stay in the fight and prove that we have a very impressive vision, and we've worked hard to make this reality. So this is something is not new to us. Probably to some of you is new, all of that, but that's not going to determine who we are. It's just an opinion or just maybe somebody's speculation or a wishful thing. Let's knock this guy down or destroy. I've had people who've collected money back from the beginning when we wanted to terminate their accounts in ONPASSIVE, and some of them are still with us, and they are listening now. They collected money. Let's go sue Ash, do this before I do anything but good. I just said I had a good idea. Let's go to business. I'm going to work hard on your dream. So this is the mindset. So that has taught us a lot. Evil exists, okay? Corrupted minds are there. Not everybody's going to think as pure as we think or take it nicely, innocently. Not everybody's going to, sadly. And I had to learn the hard way. I was thinking that, man, you sound honest, okay? Well, these people, okay, not going to go that far. They're not going to go. You would think human beings don't go to that extreme of evil, but it is what it is. It taught us a lot, made us stronger, definitely. So we'll continue this process. We've cooperated perfectly. We're even surprised that they brought this to the public. It was private investigation for a very long time. I don't think it will shock you if I tell you they know about my business. They should know from all the data we've given them more than I do. You know, the details, the reports, all of that, because my motive is not the numbers and all that. It's very obvious, okay, if somebody get to know me. I'm mission and vision driven, okay, not for the benefit. And that has obviously got refueled by those, I just said, former staff to also help. Okay, well, it's something that he's on the ground. Let's go and beat him up more, okay? So throw more arrows at him. It attracted them because of something working. They tried. Listen, this is what you know, but they have tried. They can go, or they tried to go to the extreme, okay? To destroy me, my family, my business. That's on the fun side of business, but to really demonize me and Ash is, a monster, really a bad person. That hurts, but who says that? So the challenge for me, am I going to let that get in me and say, you know what, screw people, screw humanity. Why am I going to go through this? Let's go have a good life. I don't need this, okay? I'm just going to let this go, and that's it. Shut down the business, and we're done. That's an easy call. A lot of people, even for themselves, they would bankrupt, right? I mean, when it gets hard, people react differently. I don't know if you've been following so far, but I've said it, do it or die. And I'll say it again. But I may have done it naively. I will still do it nicely, but not naively this time around. And this is the only mission I have in life. Very simple. I believe there's a better way. There's a lot of, corruption out there, different levels. I believe we could do better. We could solve that. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not going to fix the world, but we can make a massive, massive positive impact. And this is my passion. It's not going to surprise you, but just in case, as a reminder, I'll do it even if I never get paid. Even if I never get paid a dime. It's the only thing I will do in my life. It's the only thing I would die for, other than, personal things and national things. I'm talking about business-wide. There's no business I would die for, okay? But I'm talking about the concept of what we're doing, the potential impact. the level of education, the level of financial improvement and other cures or fixes to different aspects of our life globally. That's the only thing I would do, even if I never, ever get paid. This is the only thing I will do. So rest assured.